Where are you from?
Iceland.
Your first time in Nepal?
Yeah.
How do you feeling? You come to Nepal?
I like it.
Like it? Nepal,
Yes.
yeah?
Yes.
Small country, beautiful country, yeah?
Someone is killed over here by a bus. So they are protesting against that.
Við Ingvar við hittumst fyrir tæpu ári síðan. Vorum hérna í ísklifurferð sem var á vegum Ísalpinn í Eilífsdal. Og fljótlega svona í kjölfarið á því að þá hérna minnist ég á þetta við Ingvar hvernig honum lítist nú á það að hérna fara að klífa fjöll í Himalaya fjöllunum. Hann stökk á þetta bara eins og þetta hefði átt að liggja fyrir honum bara daginn eftir. Og við fórum strax í það að skipuleggja þennan leiðangur.
Like for me, this was a huge thing. It's not, you know, that I'm that experienced climber. I have been before to Elbrus, 5,642, and Mont Blanc, but nothing of the difficulties you're facing here. That's just plampity-plampity-plamp. You know, nothing of a climb.
Og við duttum niður á Simon Yates. Hann með sem sagt fyrirtæki sem sér að skipuleggja svona leiðangra.
I've been spending the last 20 years climbing mountains, basically. Sometimes climbing for myself on new unclimbed mountains or new unclimbed routes on mountains. And some of the time doing this work, taking people up mountains in various parts of the world.
Flestir þekkja hann út frá því að þegar hann var rúmlega 20 að þá kleif hann fjall í Suður-Ameríku með félaga sínum Joe Simpson. Og í þeirri ferð þá urðu þau fyrir því óhappi að Joe Simpson fótbrotnaði. Og Simon Yates í viðleitni sinni við að bjarga félaganum niður af fjallinu. Og þá komst hann í þá aðstöðu að hann þurfti að velja á milli þess að skera á línuna eða þá að deyja bara með Joe Simpson. Og hann frægur að margir þekkja hann fyrir það að vera kallaður maðurinn með hnífina því hann skar félagan úr línunni og sem hann náttúrulega hefur verið örugglega hræðilegur hlutur fyrir hann að þurfa að gera.
To me, it just seemed like the right thing to do under the circumstances. Because there was no way that I couldn't maintain my position where I was. Sooner or later, I was going to be pulled from the mountain. I took the rucksack off and then managed to unzip the top pocket with one hand and get the penknife out.
I was absolutely sure that he was the right guy to do it with.
I've been climbing mountains more or less since I was a little kid. And about a year ago, I decided to make this dream come true. And I started to look at what would be a reasonable target for me to aim at with my skill as a mountaineer.
I have a wife. We've been married for 9 years now, and 2 young children. One is 3 and a bit, and one is 1 and a bit, a girl and a boy. I'm obviously very conscious of them all the time. I'm thinking of them all the time, and because of that, I'm careful. I'm much more careful. I don't want to leave my wife and my children without a husband and father, really. I have a very clear idea in my mind now of the level of risk that I'm prepared to take, and it's much, much lower than when I was younger. Flat bit for me. Lovely.
Bara vel maður. Þetta rosalega flott tjaldstæði hérna. Hefði ekki getað verið betra. Þetta er bara gaman. Helviti labbaði hratt maður.
Já.
I'll just get myself comfy. This is home for the next 2 or 3 weeks. Very nice. And we're away from all the other people because there's a lot of people in the big camp. Now we can now we can relax, can't we? For a little while, for half a day.
Svo finnum maður vel fyrir því að súrefnis magnið ekki alveg það sama á heima. Það svona erfitt að geta ekki dregið andandi full, sko. Man fær ekki alveg fullt súrefni, sko. Það alveg... tekur maður tíma að jafna að svona venjast þessu, sko. Sérstaklega á nóttunni, sko.
Yeah, I came here in 1994 and 1995, and I climbed Dablam 3 times then with groups of clients. But as I say, it was different because in the meantime, this mountain has got very popular, and there are large groups of people here at the moment, all wanting to climb the mountain at the same time. It's going to be a little complicated and a little political, I think, in terms of who does the work breaking the trail and fixing the ropes. So until we get to Camp 1 and find out exactly what's going on, I don't know the exact schedule, I suppose, for climbing this particular peak.
Having been on a trip with Simon Yates some years ago in Pakistan, gave him a call, and we went from there, really. And hence I'm here, sat at base camp having a shave.
How high is Camp 1?
5,800 metres. So we've got a long way between here and there. We've got like 1,300 metres. So
yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah. It'll be all right. Once we're acclimatised, we'll be able to do it in a day. But
to begin with,
it'll be hard work. It'll be a very long day.
So Henry was talking about APC.
Yes, another camp between here and the Camp 1. Which we've just used for 1 or 2, just to get acclimatised. Yeah, the technical difficulties are after that. There's a long, rocky ridge to Camp 2, which is above a steep rock tower. The Yellow Tower, which is the crux of the route, it's the most difficult part of the climb. And then beyond that, there's mixed climbing, really. Some steepish mixed climbing up to the site of Camp 3 at around about 6,300 metres. And above there, it's snow ridges, really. It's a snow face up around the Dablam, and then a ridge, a snowy ridge that leads back up leftwards to the summit. And that part of the climb is not so technical, really. It's sort of 45 degrees ice and snow slopes. Sadly, in 2006, there was a terrible accident at Camp 3. A piece of the Dablam broke off, crashed down through the camp, took away a number of tents, and, well, 6 people were killed. 3 Sherpas, a British guy, and 2 Swedish.
Previous days prior to the accident, I was working the route between Camp 2 and Camp 3. We were quite slow on our trip. We were just losing our days and ended up having to the point where we had to call it quits and come home because we were running out of time. And then when I heard that there was a big chunk of ice that came off of Camp 3 and landed right on top of the people on Camp 3 and killed some, Westerners as well as a few Sherpa friends, I'm not too surprised. I mean, I've been watching that glacier up high slowly break down over the years. I'm just worried about this glacier that's still calving off on the one corner where the route is, and I just feel that last year was the first accident that happened on the mountain for a long time of that size, and I just think it's going to happen again because there is still a fair amount of ice up there that's going to break off and come down. So I'm going to take a break, I think, from this climb for a while and maybe go climb on Mount Pomare with people instead.
What's happening now is we're going to walk up to a sort of intermediate camp, a camp between the base camp and the site of Camp 1. And the point of doing this is so that we acclimatise, basically, and don't make ourselves ill by going straight up to Camp 1. So we'll go up there today, put some tents there, come back down, and go up there and sleep a night tomorrow night. And there are people now racing up there and doing everything, and some of them are going to get ill, and they're going to have to go back down again. And if we just do this slowly, we'll get it right first time, and in the long run, that will save us time. But at this point in time, it's like, oh, they're going up in front of us, oh dear, they're going to be ahead of us, and we've just got to focus on what we're doing and let other people do what they're doing, really.
Það er komin í vegavinnu og staðar helvítuna í Nepal.
It's like it's just really now an intermediate camp for us to have a breather, to acclimatise, and then I doubt that we will use it for sleeping in, but it will be used as a bit of a store by the sounds of it. Yeah, very enjoyable. Yeah, we've had a good day. Now it's time for a bit of tucker.
A bit late for lunch.
We're okay. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Started to feel the air getting thinner there.
Simon didn't.
Oh, I did?
Really?
Yeah, I did, towards the top. Yeah, no, I felt it. Yeah, and I felt a bit dizzy putting the tents up.
Yeah, it was quite hard
Yeah, yeah, lifting the rocks to put around the guy ropes. Yeah,
You should.
yeah.
High altitude weightlifting.
Yeah.
There's only 4 people.
See what we got. We got some nice potatoes in there. We've got some
The thing about these is that
chapatis in there.
it doesn't normally
Some vegetables.
shows that,
Oh, fish. Lovely.
especially for the Icelandics.
Especially for those people, isn't it? Lovely. Right, spuds, Henry.
Oh, yes, please.
Why do you do it?
This one is pray. God pray.
Yeah, we put the tent up yesterday. We haven't had to do that today. Our Sherpas have carried some cooking kit and some gas up for us, so quite cold now though. Clouds rolling in.
Marvellous. Right.
Hæ. Ég sé bara nokkuð gott reyndar. Þetta erfitt. Við erum í tæplega 5.400 metra hæð.
Let's have a look. You all right?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Good.
Just took it slow.
Dizzy?
Yeah, no.
I am.
Someone you knew beforehand there, Malcolm?
No. No, he's the son of somebody I know.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. It's a small world, this climbing world. What do you want, boys? Sausage or meatballs?
You split it up. It's,
No,
doesn't
but
make
you can
any
have a choice tonight. Sausage or meatballs?
Sausage.
Yeah, sausage.
So we'll not be going up to one tonight, or?
No, tomorrow.
Just tomorrow.
Yeah. Right. Mackerel or herring?
You choose.
Herring, please.
Okay.
Herring. Right.
Tomato sauce.
Herring. We've got mackerel then.
Ég svaf nú ekkert rosalega. Eitthvað. Maður síðan að vera. Það var nú ekki ónýtt að líta síðan hérna út í morgun og horfa hérna upp með þér. Þvílík fegurð. Þetta svolítið ógnvekjandi.
We've had a reasonable night here, so we're going to go up to Camp 1, which is about 300 metres higher and about an hour and a half walking from up here, and see how we get on there. Just take it easy when we get there. The guys are bringing some more loads up from the base camp, so they should get up to us probably not long after we get there, actually. And then tomorrow, I'm hoping we can get onto the ridge.
This is the most fun I've had in a long time with my clothes on.
Djöfull tekur þetta á maður. Hvernig dettur mönnum í hug að gera þetta? Þetta er bara eitthvað rugl.
Þetta fallegt, ekki?
Já. Það var 5.600.
Okay. Simon, this is Ingo calling. Can you hear me?
It's going fine. We're nearly up Camp 1. We'll get to the tent soon. Get the kettle on. Feel good?
I'm okay.
Yeah. It's all relative at this altitude, isn't it?
I guess.
Yeah.
A little bit of headache, but nothing serious.
I think you'll find if you just have a drink and that. It'll get away.
Exactly.
I think we're going to be able to make reasonably quick progress, really, which is good. We've got to get on with it. Get a brew ready for our boys. They're at the bottom of the ropes down there that come up to the camp. It would be quite a nice thing to do, to have a cup of tea ready for them when we get here.
Tony!
Hi.
We just put our gaiters on here.
Sorry?
We just put our gaiters on.
Yeah.
Tony, you've got to hurry up. You've got the tea. You have this one. This one's a good one, I think. Or no, maybe you have that one, and then we have these two. That's good. That's great.
Simon,
Yes.
you need help for tomorrow or no? We have just rope this only. What is this?
Only this, yeah?
Because we
200
piece-
meters.
We pick from here too.
Sure, to
Twenty.
there. Yeah, and now I think somebody
Oh,
is fixed after. Maybe it's fixed to Camp 2, I think.
Yeah.
You're right.
Buggered.
That's it. Yeah.
Absolutely buggered.
Bet you're ready for a cuppa, aren't you, Tony?
Look, Thank you very much. Thank you.
How do you feel?
Can I swear?
Yeah.
And here comes the barrel.
Right.
Yeah, Gorak proof. It's to keep the old chuffs and ravens out.
They're pretty tough guys.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Simon calling Henry over. Yeah. Naut, mate.
Ég er bara alveg að gera þetta repast. Ég hef aldrei fengið svona hausverk á ævinni held ég áður.
If Vidar's got a headache at this sort of altitude, first time up, he should drink minimum of a litre, and if he's still got a headache after that, I'll give him a paracetamol. So we'll take it from there.
You can meet him.
Takk.
But I'll give you some of this tang, because you'll be able to drink that cold, yeah? You know, what I'd be really concerned with is if your very bad headache turns into a pounding headache, you start hallucinating, you know, things like that. The other big concern is, you know, if you start to get fluid on your lungs.
Djöfus, svo gerir þetta.
We're in our tent drinking tea.
That's right. Better to do on a Thursday afternoon.
There's not much to do, so we're just drinking, lying around.
Having some quality time.
Yeah, very pleasant.
Yes, here we are having a wonderful time. Actually, I'm reading one of Simon's book. Came here around 1 o'clock, spending the day in a tent, and tomorrow, hopefully, to Camp 2. And Vidar is feeling better.
A little bit. Never ever had a headache like this before. But I've never been to an altitude like this before.
Akkur talar ekki íslensku maður.
Simon calling Henry over.
Bonjour, Monsieur Yates.
How are you?
It's quite cold and damp down here.
Well, it's glorious up here, actually. We're up above the cloud, and it's really, really pretty. We're all okay, but Vidar's he's got a bit of a headache, and Tony's sort of didn't struggle, but was slow today. So I think Tony and Vidar might well come down first thing tomorrow morning.
From what you've said, that's prudent, because we're not in that much of a hurry, having heard how things are going up the hill over.
Exactly, and what I was thinking then was that Ingvar and I will go up the ridge a little bit. You know, he can get some film and things, and then we'll come down as well.
Oh, so you're coming down? You're all coming down tomorrow, over?
Yeah, I think so, but I don't think at the moment it's serving much purpose, sort of sitting up here.
I think the way things look at the moment, certainly, that's a good thing, and this is pretty normal.
There aren't a lot of other people up here, you know, Westerners really. There's just a lot of Sherpas doing stuff up here, and you know, we're well up there with everybody else.
Yeah, in fact, you're ahead. The thing is that they'll be going, and I was talking to VIDAR about this, it's just they'll be going and putting in their Camp 3s, over.
But from what I've seen, looking at it, it looks very stable, the right-hand side.
Okay, I think that what happened was an absolute aberration, and I don't think it's about to happen again. But I've got to come up and have a look at it, that's the thing first, over.
Yeah, I can understand that. You know, you come up and have a look. I've had a good look at it today, and as I say, it looks very solid, that right-hand side. And if the boys don't want to stay there at the night, you know, for a night, I quite understand that. But we don't actually have to have them there overnight.
Didn't sleep at all, and I had this horrible headache. I was feeling nauseous and dizzy, and I don't know, you know, I just felt horrible. I had no control over the situation. You know, I just felt weak and I couldn't perform like I'm used to do. So it was quite a shock for me. So you ready, Tony?
Goodbye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you in base camp.
Sounds already getting soft. Bit breathless after that. It's quite a pull. Anyway, it's done. What a view. Fantastic. We're very lucky to be up here.
Shall we carry on or just...
What do you think? Should we go down and have a brew? I mean, we're not going to go and go up the tower, are we?
No. I'm ready to turn back.
Yeah.
It's been great just to, get the hang of it.
Yeah. Me on that. I'm ready to go. It's a bit easier than coming up, anyway. So we're having a puja ceremony. The guys have decided that this is a good day to do it. This is the best day to do it, and they've brought a lama up from the monastery in PANGBOCHE, and he's going to bless the expedition really and all its members, and hopefully that will bring us good fortune for the climb.
Feeling okay right now. My girlfriend, Hulda, she's arriving now from Iceland. She was supposed to be with us on this trip, but she got sick before we went, and so she didn't come. But she's coming now, and I feel pretty good about that, of course. She landed in Lukla this morning or yesterday, and she's hiking up now here to base camp, and she's going to spend the last days with us, and it gives me a little strength. It makes me feel better just to know that she's coming, and yeah, it's nice.
I will be really privileged to be climbing behind the Icelandic team. Hopefully by the end of this trip I'll learn one or two words of Icelandic.
Well, why not? We can sit down and work on that.
I need to know the word for safe, good rope, and get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll work on that. I knew that Hulda, she would be in Nungi Bazaar, and I gave her a call, which led to that I'm not going up today like the rest of the group. I want to go down there and meet her, and my plan is to go up there in the morning and meet the group tomorrow night. And I hope it's going to work out.
But I've made it quite clear to him that if he wants to sort of have a crack at the mountain, that he needs to be back up at Camp 1 by tomorrow evening.
Okay, good. See you then.
Yeah, have a nice time in PANGBOCHE.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is there enough food for tonight? So macaroni or something going out? Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Our Sherpas are very talented and strong climbers, Padawa in particular. He's been to the summit of Everest 9 times. In 2006, he went to the top twice within a week, and he doesn't exactly know how many times he's climbed Dablam. He thinks it's somewhere between 25 and 30 times.
Bit cold at the moment.
Yep, bit of afternoon cloud.
What time is it?
It is 2.
So
We've been going 3 hours. So we're doing quite well, really.
Okay.
We go to 1 today, we go on the ridge tomorrow, we move up to 3 the following day, and we'll go to the summit the day after that. The way people are moving on the mountain, that sounds like that will happen. I think things will happen according to my little plan, but so I'm happy.
You ready, Tony?
Yep.
Slowly, eh?
Into thin air.
Well, basically, there's a bit of weather coming in, and this guy's been carrying our stuff up, but I'm not very happy that, you know, that he goes a lot further than this, takes our stuff up to the Camp 1, and then has to come down in the dark or something like this. So I've sent him down now, so he'll get down fine and won't have any trouble. What?
I'm wearing all my clothes now.
Yeah.
And I think it will be okay.
Yeah, no, we'll be fine, but I just didn't want this guy to have a bad time, you know. We're going to take some of this food and things up, we'll stash the rest, and I'll come and get it tomorrow.
How are you doing?
A bit cold and a bit wet, but other than that, not too bad.
I'm a bit tired. Went up to Camp 2 today.
Good.
Yeah.
How was the tower?
That was fine. A bit hard work.
Okay.
But the views were good. Not very nice that way.
Yeah, it's not very nice either way, really.
It cleared up just before we got to the tents. Wet clothes and stuff, but here is our gear, so we should be all right. It's great. That's the final touch. It means so much. Forgot my knife. Fork. How are you guys?
We're thirsty.
Thirsty, but not so bad.
Have you eaten?
We've had a little to eat. We've had 1 cup of tea, and we're just going to have another cup of tea, and probably another cup of tea, and another cup of tea, and then we might feel quite normal by then, I reckon.
Okay. I had chicken.
Oh, very nice.
And we were just supposed to be here, 3 of us. I'm quite happy I'm the only one. Any news of VIDAR?
No, there's no news of VIDAR. I've spoken with Henry on the radio, and the last time I spoke to him, he was still not back at the base camp. We had a kitchen boy walking up here with some food, and I stashed all the food that he was carrying up under a boulder. Today, our Sherpas have come up and they couldn't find it because I suppose it's fairly well hidden. So I'm going to go back down and get it and bring it back up here. I think it's probably an hour down and something, an hour and a half to 2 hours up. That's assuming I don't get caught in another storm again.
Það er búið að vera að chilla í dag, taka myndir af fallegu umhverfi og slaka á.
I'm very tired.
Did you go far?
No, not very far. Just round the corner and up a bit. I'm too old for this game.
How was it, Simon?
I found the bag of food quite easily. We're all ready to go. I've heard that the snow's quite deep up there, which is why they're going quite slowly. But we'll see. But I think they should get to the summit tomorrow, people, which is perfect for us. So did VIDAR, did they say anything, or just cheerio really?
Hey, they were very nice, and he said he decided yesterday that they weren't up. He wasn't up for it. It wasn't working for him, and so he just wanted to get down and out. And I said fine, and you guys would bring down his kit, and he can go out with you and Ingar. And his girlfriend had an atrocious headache. Yeah, I gave her some oxygen and sent them back down the hill as quick as didn't even stay for lunch.
Oh right, so they're off there and they're back to Kathmandu and on the next kerosene budgie back to Iceland, are they?
I think that's probably it. They might be going to the trial. I don't know.
Okay, speak to you later.
Some news.
Some news, yes.
I have to admit that it came to me it's quite a shock that VIDAR has decided to leave. And it's not surprised. I'm not surprised that Hilda got sick because she came up quite fast. And yeah. You're not coming?
No, I'm not. I didn't have a very good night last night, and still not where I need to be to climb this thing.
It's a pity.
Yeah, it's a shame, but I think it's a sensible thing to do, to be honest. I'm in no state to do any technical climbing up there.
How are you doing, Simon?
I'm good, I feel very good today. We've made a quick start and we've sort of got in front of a traffic jam, really.
Very nice view from here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, very beautiful. So we're not far from the Yellow Tower.
No.
The guy up there that we can see with the orange rucksack or whatever it is, he's on top of the Yellow Tower.
You're alone? No, he's coming. Okay. See you.
I'll come right here.
Good, good.
What's your name?
Still vertical?
Yeah, it's vertical. Yeah, it's good.
Doesn't look too bad.
Not bad, I tell you. Like 10, 15 metres
Yeah.
of vertical. The rest is easy. You'll piss it.
I guess so.
I guess so. This is what most people struggle with on this. Yeah, this is the technically most difficult bit of the mountain. He's not making it look difficult, is he?
Bit of power climbing.
Yeah, yeah. He's got your sleeping bag on his back just for a bit of extra ballast. He's done it. Ah, it's a good old traffic jam now.
Yes, this way. Yeah, now right.
All over there.
Yes. Yes, jump, jump. You have ring back, then jump. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Now it's coming out.
Just out of breath. Okay, Simon.
Tiring. So,
You coming?
Yes. Yes.
that was very hard work.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit breathless now.
Yeah, Imeka. I made it.
Yeah, we've both made it.
I suddenly got cramps in my fingers, just like. It's great. Best company, best day. Where is our break?
Here, Camp 2.
Oof, this must be the worst shithole on earth.
Smell.
You have children?
Two.
2. How old?
One is 8, one is 4.
Right, mine is 3 and 1. It's very small. Right, let's get me trouser suit. This is the Grey Tower. Look at that now.
It would be better to have 2 carabines here. I just couldn't find it. or not.
No problem. Right, so get in that tent now.
Okay.
I'm ready for it. A nice cup of tea, I feel.
Tired. Wasted. I bet Simon is there.
Yes.
E.T.
Yeah.
The bastard.
Yo,
Yo.
good one.
Drinking tea?
Yeah, we got some tea on.
Nice spot.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm very tired. But happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You okay, Seven?
Yeah, I'm good. Just a sneeze.
Here's our camp 3.
It's great.
Yeah.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah. First time come through here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Let's put those in, eh? Now don't get, try not to get a load of snow or ice on you, eh? So if you give me those now, I'll put them in the tent. There's no ice or tent, there's nothing in the tent at the moment.
Nice touch of having these two tents here.
Yeah.
The actual Camp 3.
Hello, we're all snug in our tents up here. They've got two lovely little spots actually on the mushroom ridge, so it's good. They're a little below 3, but they're obviously as safe as houses, and and they're very comfortable. So our plan is to get going reasonably early tomorrow morning if it's not windy and cold, and see where we end up at the end of the day, really.
Have many people passed you going to 3 over?
Yeah, there's a load of people going now that we passed earlier on, and they're still on their way to 3. There's probably like half a dozen of them.
Yeah, I'm standing right
Yeah,
outside
we'll try and
the
get in
tent.
front of them in the morning anyway, over.
Right. Hello.
Simon, it's Hugo.
Oh, how are you doing?
Fucking knackered.
Okay, well, I hope you have a good night, and I'll switch on in the morning at sort of 7ish, over.
Okay, we'll speak to you then.
Okay, my regards to you all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Are you okay, Hugo?
So I'm just knackered, moving slow. It's fucking cold out here now.
No, I know. You've got about another 20 minutes, half an hour, I think, to Camp 3.
Yeah, at least.
It's on top of that next lump, Make us another cup of tea, and I'm going to make us a ready meal. What do you reckon?
Ooh.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I have to have.
Yeah. Okay.
I really don't feel like eating at the moment, but
You've got to push it down.
yeah.
You've just got to eat it.
No problem.
Hamburger and beans.
Okay, it doesn't sound bad.
Sausage and beans.
No, thank you. I've had that.
That's it. Sausage and beans, so, right.
There's someone. There was a guy down there who said there were 4 avalanches last night in Camp 3.
What, down here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to Camp 3 late in the evening, and it was after dark. Everyone was very tired because we'd come from Camp 1. We had heard that, obviously the story from last year when the climbers had died at Camp 3. So I was lying there, and all of a sudden I heard one of the most terrible sounds of my life was the crack and whoomph of the ice breaking. And I could hear the ice rushing down in an avalanche towards the tent, and it seemed like right at the moment when it was going to hit, as I was curled into a ball, it rushed by the side of the tent, and you could feel the breeze on the tent. I haven't been that scared and that helpless. You lie in your sleeping bag and you can't do anything. It's too cold, dark, and you're too tired to get up and move. It'd be too dangerous to try and do that. My first thought was, as the ice was crashing down, how is this going to hurt? How is it going to hurt me? And I couldn't believe it. I was still alive. Right after that, my next thought was, this was the last thing that the people last year heard before they were killed. I went over to the tent of my Sherpa, and he was very scared. I said, "Dendi, we can't stay here." And he said, no, I'm not staying here. I'm too scared. I'm going down. The mountain's too dangerous. I said, yes, I agree. It's too dangerous. We have to come down. We got very, very lucky last night. So for us, it meant that our climb was over.
It would be nice to have more rope here.
Yeah, but I think you'll be okay if you take it slowly. Can you hear me, Henry?
Yeah, not very loud, but I can hear you.
Oh, right, we're just having a rest. We're at the bottom of the snow ridge now, Henry.
Far out. So there's nobody in front of you?
We got 2 guys. We got 1 member, 1 Sherpa in front of us.
Thank you very much. Nice rest. Cheers.
Yeah, we'll be on our way in sort of 5 or 10 minutes, so you'll see our group of 4 behind the 2 in front.
Okay, great. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Simon.
Difficult?
Sí.
The summit? 1 hour. I can make it.
Put your feet on either side of the crest.
Okay. It's just Simon. I don't want to fall this direction. I think I see a rope above here.
Yeah, there's another rope, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's just a bit of a gap for some reason.
It's a beautiful day.
It's great.
The perfect day. Where are you from?
Montreal, Quebec.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. This is where the rope's ends.
Yeah.
We're good?
Hi.
Hey. We're all done?
All done.
You? Thank you.
Hey.
All done.
Oh. I recognize this one. Yeah. Just so.
Man, that's cold.
It's good.
It feels very nice. if a little cold. Maury.
Yeah, this is Maury.
We've got Kanchenjunga in the distance, the third highest mountain in the world. Here, this pointed mountain is Makalu, which is the world's fifth highest mountain. And then if we go left here, we're looking at Lhotse, the world's fourth highest mountain. And just to the left of it, beyond the ridge of Nuksi, is Everest, the world's highest mountain. And then if we go left again, right over here, we're looking at Chaoyu, which is the world's sixth highest mountain. And way in the distance is Shishapangma, the world's 11th highest mountain or something like that. And all of these mountains are over 8,000 meters in height.
This is me! Yes! Thanks for taking me.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Ta-da!
Vidar also. Vidar has done a lot of hard work.
Yes! Just...
Hey!
Hey!
We did this!
This climb is the most difficult I've ever done in my life. And I'm a happy camper. Góður dagur á fjöllum. A good day in the mountains, as they say in Iceland.
I'm a fortunate man. I've been able to fashion a life around what I love doing most, which is climbing big mountains. And I make a living out of that now. It's not been easy at times. I've devoted 23 years of my life to this now, and there's been quite a lot of hardship and tears and various other emotions on the way. But I hope to carry on doing this as long as my sort of body and mind allows me, really. I can remember being asked by an interviewer once, you know, are you going to stop climbing mountains when you've made enough money from it? And to me, that completely misses the point. I do this because I love it. And if I stop loving it, then I'll stop doing it.
And there are easier ways to make money.
There are a lot easier ways to make money.